Hey, it's cutting down the nets. We're having fun. If we are the Falcons in the Super Bowl versus Patriots, it's not 28-3 anymore, but hey, it's only 28-9, and we're gonna go ahead and punt here. Um, should burn some clock, and we'll be just fine finishing this season with the big W. This is where I'm at. The last 7 days, I don't know what to tell you. It's actually far worse. It's like 6-18 the last 24, and when I got to my computer, Dayton was up 11. I was like, okay, hey, we got one. Yeah, they're not anymore. It's 4. There's like 5 minutes left, so they will probably win by 1 or lose. And if you were enjoying the end of that Drexel game, we finally got one, and the score went final, and then later find out that they put a little more time on the clock at the end so Drexel could foul, and then it turned it into a push. But Drexel did make a 3 at the very end after the buzzer. So, like, even a confirmed win showing on BetStamp has now been reverted to a push. It's the toughest of scenes, and we're just going to keep grinding. I mean, nothing tells me that this can't just go on like a 14-0 run. But again, the Patriots have closed it to 28-9, and there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, here we are. It's Tuesday. I mean, I'm paralyzed. Like, I have Kentucky by 3. We've got a road game at Tennessee. No Ty Washington, unless Cal's really being cute. His comments a few days ago were still maybe a week or two, who knows? But I mean, I don't think he plays this game. So likely you'll see more Davion Mintz at shooting guard. Wheeler will be the point guard. Mintz, solid ball handler. Wheeler, um, dynamic scorer, great athlete, but has been a little sloppy with the ball. So that worries me a little bit about Tennessee. But Tennessee lost a key player. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. Nakua. Um, he's out for the year. And that's fairly recent news. They've played 2 games without him. But, I mean, when you think of which team has more flaws, I mean, certainly the 45th ranked shot quality offense, Tennessee, capable of long droughts. And if you look at their profile, obviously had the big win against Arizona, but they've pretty much beaten the teams they should, and then have not handled the ones they shouldn't. I think outside that Arizona game, best wins like North Carolina. Um, so feels like a trap. Feels like I'm running scared. Feels like I don't know what to do. I haven't locked in this bet yet, and yeah, lots to think about. When you're running bad, nothing scarier than clicking a button again. Let's go down to Iowa State at TCU. TCU, I have by 6.5. KenPom has 2, and line sits at 3.5. TCU, slight edge in shot quality, but these teams are very close to each other. Iffy offenses, solid defenses, overvalued in win-loss record compared to shot quality. Turnover concerns here for TCU, but in the last game they turned it over 23.2% of the time and still won by 15 in Ames. So the Iowa State fade is on, but TCU's similar boat. It's a tough one. Wake versus Duke. I have this closer to 7.5. Shot quality has these teams fairly even. Duke, obviously, a more complete team. Duke did win by 12 in Winston-Salem earlier, but like every Duke game, Wake went 2 out of 16 from 3-point. Honestly, look at Duke's perimeter results from their opponents. It is, I don't know. It's either a thing or it's just like the flukiest thing I've ever seen. Let's go. Only one way out of this. Better way out of it. Wake Forest. I did grab an 11. There was one 11 that I found. 10.5. I feel the same about. I mean, you know how I'm feeling right now. Confidence is sky high. Bradley at SIU. Shot quality, Bradley 95, SIU 145. Slight turnover edge to the Salukis, but Bradley has a big defensive rebounding edge, so they'll limit the Salukis to one shot. Most will be jumpers, and SIU has not been a good jump shooting team, so they'll likely go 12 out of 18 from 3 against Bradley and melt my face. Next up is Tulane at South Florida. Another mismatch here. Here we go. Tulane 84th in shot quality. South Florida 229, featuring the 302 offense. This is a far better matchup for Tulane than the previous game against Temple. Temple's shot quality was pretty good. Temple protects the ball. Tulane forces jump shots. Temple makes jump shots. This is like the opposite of that. Like, this is the dream spot other than being on the road. And yeah, only having to lay 3.5. Let's go again. Some games down here that show a lot of variance. So I made them even a little darker orange just to call out how scary they are. But Ohio covering 12 when the shot quality is that close was not something I was interested in. And then Paddy likes Western Michigan to be within 3 possessions of Akron, and it's just hard to back the 336 SQ team when Tom Brady's driving down the field on you. Northern Illinois, Ball State, yeah, there's a little bit of an edge there, but again, not the spot I'm looking to attack. So I bet Wake plus 11, 10.5 is fine. Tulane minus 3.5, I've also bet. And then Bradley, I'm about to. I'm screwing around with some stuff there. I'm monitoring Kentucky and TCU because I'm terrified of losing more bets. Before I sign off, let me just pull up the score of, it's 54-52. Dayton leads Rhode Island after a Jalen Carey layup. We'll see if that's the catalyst that turns the tide. Godspeed, everyone. Hang in there. We'll get through this. This is Cutting Down the Nets.